Today we're looking at a new radio control boat. In July of 2025, they released the limited edition Season 1 livery. So this is the Team Miami. This is the 1/14th scale model of that actual race boat. This is made by Joysway, and what you get in the box is you get a radio with AA batteries, you get a lithium ion 2-cell battery, the associated charger, little extra tools, instructions, and you get a certificate of authenticity. You can see you can get all of the teams. So on the back of the box it shows you all of the different teams that are available. You can order these directly from E1 from their website. You can also get a couple of these models from HobbyKing and MotionRC, but there's only a few available that way. The rest you have to order through E1. So let's take a deep dive into this and see what it's all about. So first, taking a look inside, this is the ESC receiver combo. Kind of hard to see it buried back in there, but that is it. You can just make out the water cooling line going into the ESC receiver combo. Obviously your cooling line is coming in and out of the water cooled jacket. This is a 390 brushed motor, so the water cooling jacket really isn't a jacket. It's just a water cooling pad to help try to keep that motor cool, especially being a brushed motor. Back here at this end, you've got your mini servo. This is a flex shaft system, so there's your flex shaft and your coupler. So it is actually a motor connected to a gearbox. Here's your gearbox, your motor shaft, your coupler on the gearbox shaft. And again, there's your 390 motor with the water cooling lines. So you come around the back, that's your water cooling exit, that's your water cooling pickup, and there's your stuffing tube coming out to 35 by 1.4 pitch plastic prop. I've got the radio on. I've got our 900 milliamp hour lithium ion battery in. Notice it uses an XT60 plug. And I just wanted to show how the rudder system works. Here you can see the motor housing moves with the rudder to give it that scale look, but the prop itself is not turning. So your stuffing tube and prop shaft are fixed. There is no reverse. On the radio, you've got your steering reverse or normal, you've got your throttle and steering trim, but then you also have steering dual rates separately for the right and for the left. So it's probably going to take a lot of adjusting to get it to run up on the foils and running smooth like it's supposed to. But I won't know that for a couple of months because it is the end of December and there's snow on the ground and all the ponds are frozen. So we'll have another video obviously once there's some open water to run this. The E1 series, the first season was held in 2024. The real boats are powered by a 150 kilowatt Mercury outboard. That's coupled to a 35 kilowatt hour battery system. They are capable of hitting 50 knots, which is equivalent to 93 kilometers per hour or 57.8 miles per hour. I don't know if they're limited to that, but that's the specs that E1 gives. As a means of comparison, the Sail GP race series, which is those hydrofoil sailboats, the record so far has been set at 56.13 knots, which is 103.94 kilometers per hour or 64.58 miles per hour. So those are catamaran boats with hydrofoils hitting those speeds just using wind power. Now, this model claims to hit 25 kilometers per hour, which is 15.5 miles per hour. Obviously, we'll do our best to test that once I can get it into the water. Obviously, balance is a major part of how this boat runs, so we'll see how I can get my speedometer inside this thing and keep the balance where it needs to be. So again, this is the 1/14th scale of the E1 RaceBird. Every team has the same boat. Obviously, everyone's got their own livery, and this is the scale model of it. For more details about the model and also for the actual Team Miami, you can check out my website, and I'll put some links in the description below.